Hi guys, welcome to my channel 𝚅𝚒𝚍𝚎 Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out why can't you stop thinking about the person on your mind. So you've got three options to choose from. Group 1, your card is the Moon. Group 2, your card is the Seven of Cups. And Group 3, your card is the Ace of Pentacles. So feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the pinned comment and description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi Group 1, if you guys chose the Moon, first let's take a look at your oracle cards to find out why can't you stop thinking about this person. And the cards that came out for you are Cleaning House, Hostilities, Standstill, and Perfection. All right. Now, first things first, Cleaning House over here with Standstill is telling me that it's been quite some time since things have ended between you and the person that you're asking about today. Another message that I'm picking up on Group 1 is that you aren't thinking so much about this person, but more so the idea of them, the idea of being with them, or just reliving those past memories that you had made with this person. And the primary reason, of course, why you keep on thinking about this individual is because, according to you, everything was going great. It was going perfect. It was going in the right direction. You might have thought ahead as well, regarding, I don't know, marriage, kids, career, living together, and things like that. In fact, in this card over here, Standstill, the water is very still. There's no turbulence, there's no current, there's no disturbance. So it almost seems as if when things went downhill, it isn't something that you were anticipating. In fact, it isn't something that you could have ever guessed would happen. Because like I said, according to you, from your point of view, everything was perfect. Everything was going great. So then what went wrong? Why did this individual suddenly decide to break up with you? Why did those problems start arising? Or what led to this person, convert petty things into major arguments and then use them as excuses to separate themselves from you? You haven't been able to wrap your head around that. In fact, Cleaning House over here tells me that it's not like you haven't tried moving on from this person. In fact, it's quite possible that you have moved on from this person, but there is still some of that mental clutter left in your mind somewhere. And I wouldn't even call it clutter. I would just say some unanswered questions perhaps. It's almost as if this individual left, but they did not give you any closure. And your mind, the reason why it keeps thinking about this individual is because it is still somewhere trying to make sense of what happened and what went wrong, and was it anything that you missed, something, some clues that can fit together and give you that closure. Because there is a huge possibility with Standstill over here that this individual did not give you any closure. They left you with more questions, in fact, than answers. And because somewhere in that, your mind or that memory of yours, there are still all these lingering questions. Because of that, you still keep thinking about this person. And again, like I said in the beginning, it's not so much about the person that you think, but the idea of being with them and that past in general. Things could have happened very suddenly, like very suddenly. 1 minute you guys are fine, and then the next minute they break up with you over text. Something like that. Something that just was equivalent to somebody pulling the rug from underneath your feet. That's what it felt like. It was almost as if very meticulously you had built a house of cards, and then someone came and just flicked it and it was all gone. And it's also possible over here with standstill that each time you have tried to go to this person for answers, they haven't given you any, or they get very, very defensive whenever you try to ask them questions. In fact, for a lot of you, they might have even tried to gaslight you. They might have tried to make it seem as if, you were the problem and it's your fault that you're missing the point, and it's your fault that you're not able to understand why they did what they did. Even though, like I can see very clearly over here from your POV, everything was good. Your mind is in search of answers. And that's why that corner of your mind is never quiet. And this individual is living there rent-free. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the Hanged Man and the Sun. It seems as if somewhere a part of you was always hoping against hope that whatever this situation is or this breakup, it's just temporary and both of us will get back together. Again, why? Because with the Sun being present over here in perfection, according to you, this was a good match. It was a good connection, and there was no reason for any argument or for any disagreement to extend beyond a particular time period. It could have happened before also with you guys, that you would fight, get into disagreements or get into arguments, but at most within a week, you both would be back together. And it feels as if a part of you was holding on to that hope, or a part of you did have that expectation from this individual that, okay, sooner or later, they will come back for me, because they always used to, they will take some action towards me because they always used to in the past, but they didn't with the Hanged Man over here. Neither did they take any action towards you, nor did they honor any action that you took towards them in the quest for your answers, right? And this deviation from their usual behavior is again something that baffled you. So you see what the problem is over here. This person's actions have confused your brain to such an extent that it's not able to make sense of it. And because it's not able to make sense of it, it's constantly searching for any logical explanation. And because of that, you end up thinking about this person more than you would like, because as I can see over here with cleaning house, you have tried to move on from this person. In fact, like I said, maybe at this point there is no emotional attachment that you feel towards this person. Whatever cord there exists is of this the closure that you didn't get, or all these unresolved things that are still lying there, all these unanswered questions. So yeah, the fact that you were hoping they'd reach out to make things right, it's dark right now, but the sun will come up again, but it didn't. And they did not budge. In fact, they could have started avoiding you altogether. Additionally, with the sun being present over here, you could have thought that after breaking up with you, this person would at least take some time to get back to normal, or they would mourn the loss of the connection a little bit, but they didn't. All right. From whatever you saw on their social media or their friends' social media, you could see them out there living their best life, having fun, very radiant smile on their face, and that bothered your mind a lot. Like, how can they be happy after ghosting me for no solid rhyme or reason? And I'm not picking up on any jealousy from your end. It's not like you were jealous that they were happy and you were sitting and wondering. Nothing of that sort. Again, just the fact that this person's behavior changed to such an extent wherein you couldn't even identify them. You could have asked yourself, is this the guy that I dated? Because so doesn't seem like that. Who is this person? They're no less than a stranger to me at this point. So this change in the person's attitude, their behavior towards you, because of these reasons, your mind, or that part of your mind, seems to be caught in that spider web of sorts, you can say. Now, these last two cards over here are advice for you from Spirit, like what can you do in this situation. So the cards for you are Three of Cups and the Emperor. Oh, I like how the Emperor is right underneath perfection. So the first and very clear message over here for you, Group 1, is that the person who's actually worthy of you, someone who has honesty, someone who has integrity, someone who will not run away from your questions, someone who will be right by your side in terms of it, whenever there's a turbulence, you are about to get into a union with that person. Your friends or your family might play a big role in that. In fact, a lot of you might meet this person within the next 3 months, this being a general and timeless reading. But in terms of what you should do in this situation, you don't have to do anything. In fact, with the Three of Cups over here, it's quite possible that in your quest for answers and, the fact that you did not get any closure, you could have been disturbed, or you can say restless, and so you could have subconsciously cut out your friends or cut out on your time of socializing and going out and all those things. So that is something you need to refocus your attention on. Hanging out with your friends, making memories with them, inviting them over, planning fun activities with them. And specific message over here for you, Group 1, something about creating something with your hands. This can be carpentry, embroidery, cooking, anything that would utilize your hands. Try to find such activity and do that. It'll help you take your mind off this thing. And the good news over here, of course, is that the person that's actually meant for you and who's worthy of you is right around the corner. 3 months is barely anything, Alright, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings, and you can message me there or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi Group 2, if you guys chose the Seven of Cups, first let's take a look at your oracle cards to find out why is this person constantly on your mind. So the cards that came out for you are Dragon's Lair, Caring Connections, Delight, and Forgiveness. Oh, okay. So I'm getting 2 messages for this group. Take whichever one resonates with you the most. The first message that I'm seeing for one half of you over here today is that the reason why you keep on thinking about this individual is because you are convinced that they know they're wrong and they know what they have done, and you are convinced that they did not act according to their free will. Somebody had asked them to asked them to butcher this connection, but they haven't really come clean about the whole thing. And so you keep wondering about it. Like, who was that person who asked them to break up with me? And I know they could have never done anything like this on their own accord. So why can't they just come clean about it? Why didn't they ever ask me for my forgiveness? And because of that reason, you keep thinking about them. Especially because with Caring Connections over here and Delight, there was nothing there was no red flag in this person. All right. You might have, in fact, tried to sit down and consciously think about it, go back in time, think about certain patterns, but you've never been able to find any. Because honestly, over here with Caring Connections and Delight, this individual legit did give you a lot of happiness. You both sincerely were very happy with each other. And then all of a sudden, the storm clouds came, and before you knew it, the connection got wrecked. And that is why you feel as if it wasn't this person's doing. Somebody asked them to do this. And because you don't know who that third individual is, and you don't understand what was this person's, what compelled them to listen to that third person, that is why you keep thinking about them. And for the other half of you over here with Forgiveness, you weren't thinking about this person up until now. In fact, it could have been ages since you thought about this person, and you as we're speaking, you might in fact be in a very happy, positive relationship with someone else. But it seems like with forgiveness over here, this person that you're asking about today has suddenly come back in your life, has asked you for your forgiveness, and they might have come up with some sort of explanation or something, or maybe not. But they have presented this proposition that they want to get back together with you. But like I said, you're already in a relationship with someone else at this point. But what has happened in this whole scenario is that this individual, by coming back in your life and asking you for your forgiveness, has ruined your peace a little bit. Because maybe there is a part of you who is still emotionally attached to this person, or because of their arrival back in your life, all those memories got back to life. And I'm not saying that you're confused between your current partner and this person. I don't think so. But yes, the reason why you're constantly thinking about this ex of yours is because they've disturbed that peace. Everything was going very harmoniously between you and your current partner, and then all of a sudden, your ex pops in. So that is bound to mess with your head a little bit, and that is basically what you're experiencing at this point. In fact, you aren't even sure whether you should forgive them or not. And for those of you who are not sure whether you should forgive this individual or not, is because I don't think they have given you any concrete explanation regarding why they did what they did. They could have just simply showed up at your door one fine morning, or dropped a text one day suddenly and asked you for your forgiveness and asked you if you guys could meet up. And I don't think you have still replied to that message. Some of you haven't even opened it. Some of you have left them on read. But now what has happened is that each time you close your eyes, or when you're just sitting, not doing anything with your thoughts, you're being reminded of it. And it's giving you a certain degree of anxiety as well. What should I do? Should I reply? Should I agree to meet them? What if my partner finds out? How will they react? Will they be cool with me talking to my ex? So it has, caused a sort of disruption in your present life, which is why you've been thinking about them so much of late. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. For the first half of this group, wherein you suspected that a third individual had asked your person to break up with you, if intuitively, your gut feeling keeps pointing at someone, that's probably it. The person whose name comes to your mind when I say a third person could have sabotaged this, or could have asked your person to cut ties with you. If a name comes to your mind, trust that instinct of yours. And Dragon's Lair over tells me that there is a close association between your person and this third individual. They could have been roommates, childhood friends, or even blood relatives. Okay, so the tarot cards that came out for you are the Magician and the Page of Swords. Wow, okay. Again, distinction over here clearly between both the groups. Second half, clearly over here with Page of Swords, a recent communication because that has come your way from this person has wrecked your peace and has got you thinking about them. In fact, as we're speaking, you might be wondering, what should I type exactly? Or what should I say? How do I frame my sentence so that I put my point forth in as few words as possible, because I don't feel like conversing with them too much. And should I tell my current partner that my ex has, messaged me or asked me to meet them? What should I do? You are lost in your own questions, it seems. Second half of group 2. It isn't so much this person who's on your mind. It's more what your next action should be to their message and apology and all those things. That has got you wondering. And for the first half over here with the Magician, for sure, you know that they were acting on someone else's command, they were under someone else's spell, someone else's control. Now, of course, I don't mean literally under someone else's spell, because I'm not picking up on any third party energy in terms of another romantic interest over here, because Caring Connections has made it very clear to me that you both were massively into each other. They did not have their eyes on anyone else, neither did you. And that's basically how you know that this could not have been an independent decision. No way in hell could they have ever decided to break up with you all of a sudden, because they were so happy with you and they were so grateful for you. That's why with the Magician's presence over here, you keep on thinking about who this person could have been, and more than who this person was, why did they do so? Like, why did they ask your person to break up with you? How did it benefit them? Or what was their problem with you? Why couldn't they see this individual with you? What was it about you that bothered them to such an extent that they tried to wedge a sword between you guys? That's what keeps you thinking. So in your case too, it's not so much about you constantly thinking about this person. In fact, you think more about this mystery person who caused your breakup. And again, just in case you think it was because of some other romantic interest, I'm not seeing that over here. But this is a general reading. If you for sure know that there was in fact another romantic interest, then might be. But one thing is very certain, that your gut feeling regarding this particular aspect, that your partner this individual did not break up with you because they wanted to, you're correct in that. They were asked to. Okay, now let's see what advice does Spirit have for you for this whole situation. So the cards that came out for you are the Two of Pentacles and Judgment. Okay, so first things first, it's very clear over here that the only time you think about this person or this third mystery person is when your mind isn't that occupied, right? So with the Two of Pentacles over here, the first advice for you very clearly over here is to keep yourself busy. Busy in the sense that the more you are invested in, and this doesn't necessarily have to be your work, it can be a leisure activity too. You can watch something on online, or go out, go for a swim, can be anything. But if your senses are engaged in doing something, obviously you won't, chances of you then thinking about the mystery person or how should I reply and all those things, it'll go down. So you have to keep yourself busy in that department. Another advice for those of you who've been wondering whether or not you should tell your current partner that your ex has reached out, you should do that. Because with Two of Pentacles being present over here, if you don't tell your current partner that your ex has reached out to you, it'll further disturb your peace. It'll just further feed that anxiety that you're experiencing. So it's better to get that out of your system. With Judgment over here, there is a huge possibility, and especially with forgiveness also, that your current partner will be very understanding, and they might even help you to frame whatever sentence it is that you're finding it hard to come up with to tell this individual. And with Judgment over here, you're being asked to hear this person out. All right, if they do want to give you an explanation, you should listen to what it is that they want to say. And if you're currently not dating anyone, and in that case they've asked you for your forgiveness, you most definitely can forgive them. But after that, with the Two of Pentacles over here, it'll be your choice whether or not you want to take them back in your life, or whether you want to just accept their apology and keep looking forward. Alright, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, Group 2. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there, or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi Group 3, if you guys chose the Ace of Pentacles, first let's take a look at your oracle cards to find out why can't you stop thinking about this person. So the cards that came out for you are listening, yin yang, voyage, and gratitude. Ooh, someone has flipped the script, and that has got you wondering. There has been a sudden change in this individual's behavior towards you. Out of the blue, they could have contacted you after a very long time, or suddenly after a very long time they're acting very sweet with you. They're engaging with your social media posts, wishing you on your special occasions, checking up on you, asking about your family, and that has got you wondering that what has gotten into this person, because they went for a really long time without talking to me, absolute silence. Then suddenly what has changed? Why are they all up in my business all of a sudden? Why are they being so good to me, so sweet to me all of a sudden, as if nothing had happened? So you're a bit, you're in that space right now of what the hell is happening, or what the hell just happened. You're not able to make sense of this shift in this individual's behavior. Additionally, with listening over here, you've been hearing this particular person's name a lot around you these days. In fact, you're hearing this name from those people's mouths who don't know that some such person is a part of your life or used to be a part of your life. For instance, you go to buy groceries and someone is yelling this individual's name, and you turn around, but it's someone else by the same name. Or you're watching something on TV and a show comes up and one of the characters has the same name as this person. Or you're reading some social media post and you find this person's name over there. Or you put your playlist on shuffle and a song comes up that has this person's name. So you've been seeing or listening to this person's name around you a lot. And because of that external stimulus, your thoughts these days are going towards this person, like you've been thinking about them. And in this case, it's not because you're missing them or anything. It's very simple. For example's sake, let's say that you used to have a best friend in kindergarten, all right, and now you've completely lost touch with that individual. If tomorrow you were to hear that person's name somewhere in a random conversation, the first image that will come to your mind will be of that kindergarten friend of yours. So it's basically like that. For some of you, because this person has reached out to you, or like there has been a total shift in their behavior towards you, you are starting to wonder whether the situation can still be salvaged, whether things can still work out between you guys, whether you guys can pick up from where you left off, whether there is still hope or not. And because you're thinking about what the future might hold for you both now, that's why you've been thinking about them. In fact, with yin yang over here and gratitude, the way that this individual has been acting of late with you, it's almost as if, they're already treating you like their better half, as if they're already treating you like you're some soulmate of theirs, or, you're their spouse, and that they can't live without you. And it's sounding crazy when I'm channeling it, so I can only imagine how you must be feeling. In fact, with Voyage over here, suddenly all of this supportive energy that you're getting from this individual, so did you reach home safely and things like that, or how are you these days, or I heard from someone that you weren't really feeling well, how are you now, and this and that. So that has got you wondering that what is their agenda over here? Do they have any hidden intention? Am I missing something? Or is it one of those things wherein they'll sweet talk me, get something from me, and then again they'll go cold? So what should I do? Should I play along? Should I also be sweet to them, or should I maintain my distance? You're not able to figure out what your next course of action should be. Plus the fact that they're suddenly so sweet to you, even though in the past they could have been super hot and cold with you, that is again something that's been bothering you. In fact, whether in general or whether in personal tarot readings, if you took any for this person or you heard any for this person, a lot of readers might have told you that this person will come back to you, and they'll come back to you with an offer of commitment. And you're beginning to wonder, is this that timeline that those readers were talking about? Is this what's happening? That they've come back in my life and pretty soon they'll offer me a commitment again. So what should I do? Should I welcome them back with open arms, or should I be on alert? In fact, another reason why you're thinking about this person is because you haven't told the people around you that this person has reached out to you. And this can be because whoever these people are, your friends, your relatives, your family members, your siblings, they might have told you that you're better off without this person. And so now that they're back in your life, or they're trying to come back in your life and being all good to you, you're hesitating a little bit to tell these people. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the High Priestess and Death. It seems as if there is a war going on between your ego and intuition right now. One of them says that this person is genuine and that you should give them a second chance. And then one of them says that, you should keep your guards up. We cannot trust this individual. What if they go cold on us again? Besides, what do we know? Maybe they have some hidden agenda. Maybe they have some hidden intention. Why else would they, turn up in our lives like this again? So you don't know whether all these things that you're feeling or thinking, is that your intuition? Is that your ego? You don't know which one to trust. You don't know which feeling to follow. Plus, with listening over here and the High Priestess, you're also not too sure regarding all of these things that have been happening. Like I said, you're hearing their name a lot and you're reading their name a lot. So you're not able to think very clearly that is it really something cosmic, or is my mind just paying selective attention? So again, you're finding it very difficult to figure out for yourself what is the truth. And because you're a bit lost in that space, that's why you've been thinking about this person as something that's happening on the side, because that isn't your main focus, of course. And then again, with Death over here, the fact that this person has emerged in your life again, death and rebirth. So the fact that they're back, for a lot of you, this might be a Scorpio. Anyway, so the fact that they have resurfaced in your life out of a long period of silence, and you don't know what their intention is. Will they see this through? Will they actually follow through all these tall claims that they're making right now? Will they actually be a very present, loyal, invested partner, or will they put an abrupt stop to this connection like they had in the past? So what should you be doing? Should you be open to a rebirth of this connection, or should you let this should you close the chapter? In fact, a part of you wants to revive this connection and a part of you doesn't want to. So there is a lot of, I would say, internal conflict that you're experiencing right now, Group 3. And because of that internal conflict, you've been thinking about this person. It's because they're the root cause of it, and not so much the person that you're thinking about. Okay, now let's see what advice does Spirit have for you regarding this whole situation. So we have the Four of Cups and the Six of Wands. Okay, so the first message that I'm getting for you, Group 3, is to not listen to anybody else's advice regarding what you should or shouldn't be doing. With listening and the High Priestess, in any case, it is your intuition that you need to follow. If you're having a hard time right now distinguishing between your intuition and your ego, you should meditate, you should go quiet. Ego is always louder, intuition is always more softer, more subtle, so trust that particular voice. If you're not interested in this person, and if you've made up your mind that you do not want to give this connection a second chance, then with the Four of Cups over your, Spirit is saying that's absolutely your call. Nobody's pressurizing you to take this person back in your life just because they want you back in your life now. And if that is the case, then with Four of Cups over here, there is a possibility that someone in your life might have tried to ask you out and you could have said no because you were so busy dealing with this person's like whatever's been happening with them right now. So if and when you make up your mind that you do not want to give this particular individual a second chance, then you can consider giving this new person or whoever this individual is who's tried to express their feelings to you, but you did not really pay attention, you can give that person a fair chance and something very wonderful might come out of it over here with the Six of Wands. Additionally, with the Six of Wands over here, if you do not want to waste your time thinking about this person, or if you feel like it's a lost cause now, or just in general, if you do not feel that sort of attachment towards them anymore, wherein you can even consider giving them a second chance, then by all means, with the Six of Wands over here, you can focus on other things in your life, such as your career, any goal that you have, any goal that you can set for yourself, perhaps some big or small accomplishment of yours that can help you take your mind away from all of this that's happening. And with the Six of Wands over here and then gratitude as well, for those of you who are worried about whether or not you should talk to your friends about this, you can most definitely talk to them about it. Just keep this particular energy in mind that the end decision has to be yours, not anybody else's. At the end of the day, only you know what's best for you. All right, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 3. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there, or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You can find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.